Hey, and what's up with all my bariatric beauties and my bariatric buddies? This is Neek Neek coming at you with my 3.5 year post-op update, 1 week postpartum update / labor and delivery story. I'm gonna try to make it brief and just kind of give y'all the little highlights of my delivery. Um, where do I start? Okay, yeah. So as you all know, I had VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy, March 19th of 2013. Kept my weight off, maintained my weight, became pregnant in November of 2015, and the doctors basically told me that they were anticipating me putting on about 20 to 25 pounds during this pregnancy. I only ended up putting on 17. My due date was September 4th. As I said in my last video, that I was basically tired of being pregnant. September 4th came and went, still no baby. So I went to the doctor on the 6th, and my doctor doesn't let you go beyond 40 weeks, 2 days. And I was 40 weeks and 2 days. So she gave me the option of, do I want to stay pregnant or do I want to be induced? I could either go and be induced right then and there, or I could wait till the next day. Basically, I was like, chick, my bag is in the car. Where do you want me to go? I'm going there because she got to get out. We evicted her because she messing with my life space. So anyway, she was like, okay, go straight to the hospital. Of course, I did not. I had to stop and get me something to eat. I needed some nuggets and a sweet tea because I knew once I started the induction, they were not going to let me eat. So got something to eat, went to the hospital. 3 o'clock that afternoon on the 6th, they started the Cervidil because I had been about 1.5 centimeters dilated for about 3 weeks. And I had not dilated beyond that point. So they started the Cervidil. Cervidil is to help you soften your cervix so that you can dilate. That was cool until the contractions kicked in. They kicked in, and I was like, sweet Jesus. I was not expecting this. But they weren't too bad. They were manageable. So as we were upstairs in the room having contractions consistently, they were hitting back to back to back to back. My husband was there with me, and I noticed he wasn't looking too hot. He kept saying that he had a headache. We had taken something for the headache. The headache wouldn't go away. And his eyes were starting to turn red. So we just on a whim, we was like, hey, since we're in here, let's just ask the nurse if maybe she'll check your blood pressure. Thinking nothing of it, it's like, what's the worst that could happen? Your blood pressure might be a little high. His blood pressure ended up being about 160 over 107 or 107 over 160. Either way it goes, really high. And it was high to the point that the nurses and the doctors up there would not let him stay in the room with me. They insisted that he go downstairs and be admitted into the emergency room. So while I'm upstairs in labor, my husband's being taken downstairs to be checked out in the ER because his blood pressure is out of control. Of course, I start to panic because I'm thinking that he's going to miss the birth of our child. And this went on for about 12 hours. Me and contractions, him downstairs having testing. Downstairs is calling upstairs, updating me about his care and what's going on with him. They're calling downstairs, updating him about me. And in between the MRIs and the CAT scans and all the other testings that they wanted to do for him, they let him come upstairs and we're calling him back downstairs for testing as needed. So yeah, that was crazy in itself. And a few times he was down there and the contractions had hit. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to miss it. He's going to miss it. But my mom was up there with me. Thank God his blood pressure got under control. But it was just like, that's crazy. I'm upstairs trying to have a baby and he downstairs trying to get his life. So like I said, they gave me the Cervidil. I didn't take any pain medicines for about the first 14 hours. I just knew I was going to be Mother Earth Super Trooper. We don't need no drugs. I'm good. Please. Somewhere around 5 o'clock that morning, I felt as though Satan himself had reached into my uterus and was trying to pull my baby out by her big toe. I thought I was finna die, so I was like, y'all finna give me something? You want me to pull a vein up? I got you. So they gave me Stadol. Stadol was lovely. It was a godsend. I didn't feel nothing. However, I did trip on a whole nother level. I don't know what it is about IV meds that I turned into a special type of certain other booger, but I began, as far as what I'm told, I was doing pointy gun fingers and telling everybody, I'm a stripper. I'm a stripper. So, yeah, if you're not good with IV medicine, that probably won't be your best friend. Neither am I. Sorry, she's trying to get a little fussy. Don't do it, mama. Don't do it. But anyway, so I took the Stadol. I did 2 rounds of Stadol, actually, because it wore off. And then about Ava. And then about 11 o'clock that morning, I did my epidural. Once I did the epidural, I was cool. I didn't feel nothing. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling like I had to go to the bathroom. And I kept telling the nurse, I was like, yo, I gotta go number 2. And she was like, no, you're probably just feeling, Ava, don't do it. She was like, you're probably just feeling a little pressure. Hold on, see my little mama? That's my little fussy butt. Yeah, I know. That's you. And you're acting up. And you're on camera. Okay. So, anyway, after I had the epidural, I started feeling some pain. Hold on, I'm going to pick her up real quick, so I apologize. Hold on. Okay. Since you insist on showing out for the one time, let me pick you up. Okay. So, I told them that I thought I had to go number 2. And I was like, I don't think I can hold it. I'm going to have to do something, which I was like, that's really weird, that I'm feeling what I'm feeling. And they said I shouldn't feel anything from the waist down. But the lady kept saying, oh, maybe your epidural's wearing off. Maybe you just need another dose of it because, you weren't dilated that far when I checked you last time. So you should be good. I said, okay, well, let's just check. And then let me go to the bathroom. And so she was like, all right, I'm going to check you. So they checked down there in another region. And she was like, okay, let's go. I was like, let's go where? To the bathroom? She was like, no, baby, it's time to push. I was like, but I feel like it's finna come out the other side. And she was like, no, that's just how it feels when it's time to push. And so I was like, oh, snap. Oh, it's time. Okay, sure. Okay, good. So this was about a 3 o'clock. No, it was about 3:30 in the afternoon. And the doctor came in. We did 3 sets of pushes and she was out. And I didn't feel like I had to go poo anymore. And I got my little princess, Ava Bug. Okay, she's having no parts of the camera right now. So that was my labor and delivery story. It was pretty quick. It went from being real chill to real crazy to I got a boo-boo and I got a baby. So, yes. As far as what I weigh right now, I actually have not weighed myself since I gave birth today. She's a week old. So I have not got on the scale at all. I just decided I wasn't going to obsess about it right now. I do know that I did lose weight because everything is obviously looser other than just in the stomach. But when I go to the doctor, maybe next week, I'll probably weigh in. And then I'll start to worry about it because I have a bridesmaid's dress I have to fit into in about 4 weeks. And I promise you, I plan to slay all day that day. Even if I got to put some Abilene on, plastic saran wrap, gut buster, waist trainer, I'm going to be cute and I'm going to be snatched that day. But right now, I ain't worried about it. Also, I have noticed that my stomach is going down really well and I'm exclusively breastfeeding, which it's not as big of a challenge as I thought it was going to be, but it's cool. So, yeah, that was my labor and delivery story, my post-op update. 3.5 years vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I don't know what else to talk about, so I'm going to let y'all go. Bye.